Oh, I fangirled out to the max, like to the extreme. I was just, it was my rock star moment.
Hey everyone, I'm Katie Daryl, and today I want you to listen up because we have Nita Strauss with me. Her new album is delicious. It's so good, Nita.
Thank you so much. Always so great to chat with you.
Well, I was just thinking, I was like, wow, it's been almost about a year since we last chatted because that's when you put out your first album. And I believe there was a record that you set. You had your single, Dead Inside. David Draymond from Disturbed sang on it, and it went to #1 on the rock charts, right?
It did go to #1. Yes, it was the first single from this upcoming record, actually, which is crazy that it came out so far in advance. But yes, we went to #1 with Dead Inside. And actually, the next single to go to radio just came out a few weeks ago, Victorious.
With Dorothy!
The incredible Dorothy. So blessed to have had a chance to work with her on that. And that one is climbing up the charts faster than Dead Inside did, which is mind-blowing.
You have a lot of little girls that come out and see you play, enthusiastically learning guitar and looking up to you. How does that make you feel, looking out there and knowing that these ladies and girls and gals are looking up to you?
What an honor. There was a generation of women that came before I did that started this. And now all my generation is doing is picking up the torch and continuing to light the way for the next generation coming after us. And there are so many incredible young players. I want to give a special shout out to Charlotte Milstein, who played young Nita in the Victorious video that we just released. She's 13 years old, absolutely crushing it. And if the future of women in guitar playing is anything like she is, I think we're in very good hands.
In that video, I mean, it is an intense video. I love it. She's great. Seeing you and Dorothy. Dorothy's so easy to look at. Like, stop it. The combo
she is.
Two, like, not to sidebar and go off of talent and just go to the looks, but like, it's an easy video to watch, guys.
Honestly, I was just like jaw on the floor watching Dorothy. She is so charismatic and, as you said, so beautiful. And she just has a light about her that she carries with her. She was a true pro from the very beginning to the very end.
Well, listen, you've had the opportunity to invite some really great people to perform on this album. You know, Dorothy's on this album. Alice Cooper is on this album. Lzzy Hale is on this album. Marty Friedman of Megadeth fame is on this album. Were these all people that were friends and in, the cell phone Rolodex contacts, or were any of these cold calls that you just reached out to, quote unquote, strangers, professional strangers that were just colleagues versus friends?
The only person I didn't actually have any direct connection to was Anders Frieden from my favorite band, In Flames. And that was one that was sort of a cold reach out, from an engineer that had worked on their records and worked on my first record of like, hey, you don't know if you're familiar with Nita Strauss. And crazily enough, he was. And he made my little song into an In Flames song. And it just mind-blowing.
Did you fangirl out? Because didn't you grow up loving him and his music?
Oh, I fangirled out to the max, like to the extreme. I was just, it was my rock star moment. It was if you work hard enough and you want it badly enough, you can be a kid that grows up with pictures of these artists on their walls, and one day you get to write a song and hear their voice on it. I mean, it was mind-blowing. Truly, as a fan first, mind-blowing experience.
You mentioned Demi Lovato. You recently were out on tour with her, shredding. The video footage that I saw was amazing. I got to ask, though, because you are, this summer, people can grab tickets to see you out on tour with Alice Cooper, again, reunited, and it feels so good. What is the vibe in Alice Cooper's band with coming and going? Because there was that small moment when it said, Nita's going to be leaving Alice and going out with Demi. I was like, oh no, I hope they're on good terms. Golly, what's going to happen? And clearly you are on good terms because you're back. What is the vibe there?
The best of terms. Honestly, anybody familiar with Alice and how his band has always been knows that he always encourages people to go out and do different things. He has famously said it on tons of occasions. So it really wasn't as dramatic as the internet made it seem. I think I just may have caught him on a slow news week.
The new album from Nita, it's called The Call of the Void. The artwork on the cover is beautiful and scary. Your feet over the edge. It's interesting because you talk about The Call of the Void. I would love for you to kind of explain this to our viewers and bring us through your reason to choosing this.
The idea is that if you've ever been at the top of a tall building and you look over and you're like, just have this sudden fleeting thought of like, I could jump, you know? And it's not a suicidal ideation. You're not thinking like, I want to end my life. It's just like, I could go. The science, the research says that each time that you don't make that decision, you subconsciously make the decision to not jump, to not swerve into traffic, to step back off the ledge, that you're reaffirming your urge to live. You're reaffirming your call to life. And there were a lot of times making this record that I felt like I was on the top of a very tall cliff. And I think that the joy that comes with the finished product is just makes it all worth it. And it really reaffirms my love of what I do and this music that I've had the privilege to make. And being out here on the road now, playing these new songs to fans, having them hear them live for the first time, it's one of the most gratifying experiences I've ever had.
Well, so much is on your plate, the new album, the solo tour, the tour with Alice, and everyone else that I mentioned earlier. Where do the LA Rams fit in? Because for those people who are watching and don't know this, you are the official guitarist of the LA Rams. You have the Super Bowl ring. I'm assuming it's probably not on?
No, it is the most expensive thing I own, so I don't keep it on the bus. It's safe at home. So the Rams... crazily enough, I'm looking at my schedule and somehow I will be able to take red eyes and fly in for what looks like every single home game. What that entails is me playing my Saturday show. The bus leaves, drops me at an airport hotel along the way, and I stay at the airport, take the first flight out in the morning, Uber from the airport to the game. Luckily, SoFi Stadium is 10 minutes from LAX.
Yeah.
So play the game, back to the airport, red eye out to whatever the next city is, and play my Monday show.
I am tired for you.
It's brutal. It's a tough schedule, but if I would have asked my 13-year-old self, like, hey, would you, be tired and sleep deprived to play in front of 70,000 people at an NFL game? My younger self would say yes in a heartbeat. So I can't complain when it happens now.
Well, if anyone wants to see Nita out on the road supporting her brand new album, The Call of the Void, you got to get tickets. You got to get out there. You got to buy this album so you can rock out and have every word memorized. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out today, Nita. I really appreciate it. Everyone else, go buy the album. Do it.
Out now. Thank you so much.
Hey there. Thanks for watching AXS TV. Subscribe, follow, like, and do all the good stuff. And make sure you leave a comment below. I don't know, just let us know what your favorite AXS TV show is, or who your favorite bands are, and what artists you're into, or just say hi, man. I like to be told hi. We love hearing from you. That's the point, all right? Keep it coming.